Jordan Raanan of NJ.com. Raanan, you cover the Giants. You need to tell us, is Tom Coughlin a dead man walking?
I believe so. I mean, everything is pointing in that direction. It looks like everything I'm hearing is that it's very unlikely that he's going to be coming back next year. So when you're dealing with Tom Coughlin here, you know, there's too many instances during the season in games where, you could look at him and say, hey, if we had a coach there who was doing the right thing, they could be. They should have won more games. 2 or 3 more games. They lost 6 games by 4 points or less. So, they're looking directly at that, saying, "Hey, the time has passed. It's time to move on. We need to sort of go in the right direction here."
Will they clean house, or is there a potential candidate on staff to take over? What are you hearing?
I mean, I think Ben McAdoo is going to get an interview. From everything I've been told is that the organization likes him, and this is a guy who maybe isn't ready. There is an idea and the general perception that this is a guy who's eventually going to be a head coach. There's the wild card in all this is Eli Manning. I think everybody understands this. I wrote about this a week or 2 ago. You're talking about a quarterback who's going to be 35 years old. He just invested 2 years in learning this offense. Do you really want to scrap it? Do you want to start something completely new? It's a big question. Now, it's very short-sighted if you go and you make a hire and say, we're doing it because, for these next 2 or 3 years of the Manning. That's a very short-sighted thing. You hire a head coach, you want a head coach for 10 years. You don't just go say, I'm going to go hire a defensive coach because we already have Ben McAdoo here and 6, and then shove this offensive coordinator with the head coach. I don't think that's the way the Giants would go about and do their business.
Jordan Raanan of NJ.com with Armin and Levac, 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. Raanan, will this be an amicable departing for Tom Coughlin, or will they have to fire him?
I don't think anybody knows the answer to that. That's up to Tom Coughlin. I think they're going to try and make it amicable. They're going to try and make it easy and say, look, time has come. 12 years, good run. They'll probably even give him that. I don't know how much it is. What is it? 7 million, whatever the heck it is they own for next year as a nice parting gift. Maybe even offer them future, spots in the organization. They're not going to make him the general manager or anything. Don't expect that, but keep him around if he's so inclined to do that. So it's really up to Tom Coughlin, I think, how this is going to end. He can either make it easy or he can make it hard on the Giants.
Jordan Raanan, NJ.com with Armin and Levac, 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Raanan, you say that the organization is ready for a new direction at head coach. You talk to the players every day. Are the players ready for a new head coach in New York?
They support Tom Coughlin, but I think deep down they know that there were some errors this year in games that cost the team. I mean, there's no way around it. What happened in the opener, they tried not to score late in that game against the Cowboys. They told Rashad Jennings not to score. That would have put that game away, and the coach did not know about it.
So, Jordan, essentially Tom Coughlin began losing this team the first game of the year.
I think in a way they had to look at it like, what the heck is going on here?
Jordan, the loser of the Giants-Eagles game will go to London to play the Rams next season. How much of a motivator is that for the Giants to try and win this game?
But the Giants don't care about that.
Oh, really?
For me, it's a motivator. Let's go Eagles. I've never been to London before.
Cheerio. Jordan Raanan of NJ.com. Jordan, you covered the Eagles for the better part of your career. What is the feeling throughout the NFC East today with Chip Kelly being fired out of Philadelphia?
Yeah, I think everybody's pretty stunned.
Jordan, I guess I wasn't shocked. Is it shocking because he did it before the season was over? Like I thought this was something that we all kind of thought was a good possibility this year.
To me, it wasn't a good possibility. You're talking about when you go and you give a guy. First of all, he went 10-6, 10-6, right? First 2 years.
Right.
You go and give a guy the keys to the entire castle, and you have an organization who's not rash and just gave him everything, to go after 1 year and say, oh, it didn't work. Well, 1 year, it's over. That's surprising because it's not a 1 year commitment when you give the guys the entire key to the castle. Let's be honest. No one's that good where they go and they change over and get the personnel of their liking. Imagine giving Bill Parcells 1 year to get his kind of guys in there. So Chip basically had 1 year of full control of personnel, and then they fired him. Think about that. That's very rare. That's Cleveland Browns, if you think about it.
Raanan, were the Eagles better off short term keeping Chip Kelly to see how it pans out, or will they win quicker now with a new head coach in there?
Considering that there seems to be have been an organizational dysfunction there, Chip Kelly in the locker room, Chip Kelly and other people in that building. When you have a toxic environment like that, it's probably not going to get fixed. So in the long term, yes, I think that they probably made the right move and they'll be a better winning team faster. I still think that Chip Kelly is a coach who can win within the NFL. Hopefully he gets to sit down, take a step back, look at it almost like Bill Belichick had a chance to do after his run with Cleveland, and realize, hey, I kind of need to change the way I approach some things in regards to handling people.
Jordan Raanan, NJ.com, at Jordan Raanan on Twitter. Jordan, good talking to you, man. Thanks for your time today. Happy New Year to you, man. And probably not a Happy New Year for Tom Coughlin, and we'll keep up with those headlines at Jordan Raanan on Twitter. Talk to you soon, man.
Hey, anytime, guys.